Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Joshua chapter 21. Let's get started now. Joshua chapter 21 tells the story of the allocation of cities to the Levites, who were the priestly tribe of Israel. The chapter begins by stating that the heads of the Levite families approached Eleazar the high priest, Joshua, and the heads of the other tribes, requesting that they be given cities to live in as God had commanded through Moses. Joshua agreed to their request and gave them specific cities from each of the tribes of Israel. The Levites were the only tribe in Israel who did not receive a portion of land as their inheritance. Instead, they were given cities scattered throughout the land where they could reside and carry out their priestly duties. This was because their inheritance was the service of the Lord, and they were supported by the tithes and offerings of the other tribes. The Levites were divided into two main groups, the Kohathites and the Merarites. The Kohathites were responsible for the tabernacle, including the Ark of the Covenant and the holy vessels, while the Merarites were responsible for the transportation of the tabernacle and its equipment. The Levites were given a total of 48 cities, including 6 cities of refuge. The cities of refuge were places where people could flee if they accidentally killed someone, and they would be protected from retaliation by the victim's family until they received a fair trial. The 6 cities of refuge were Kadesh in Galilee, Shechem in Ephraim, Hebron in Judah, Bezer in Reuben, Ramoth in Gilead, and Golan in Bashan. The Levites were also given pasture lands around their cities, which provided them with food for their families and livestock. This provision ensured that the Levites could carry out their duties without worrying about their basic needs being met. The allocation of the cities to the Levites was a fulfillment of God's promise to provide for them, and it was also a reminder to the other tribes of the importance of supporting the priests and the worship of God. The Levites were not just given cities for their own benefit, but also to serve as a reminder to the Israelites of their covenant with God and the importance of the priesthood. The teaching application of Joshua chapter 21 is that God provides for those who serve Him. The Levites had no inheritance of their own, but they were supported by the other tribes so that they could carry out their duties as priests. Similarly, those who serve God today may not always have material wealth or possessions, but God promises to provide for their needs. Furthermore, the chapter serves as a reminder of the importance of supporting the work of God. The other tribes of Israel were responsible for providing for the Levites, and in doing so, they were supporting the worship of God. In the same way, Christians today are called to support the work of the church and those who serve in ministry, whether that be through financial support, volunteering, or prayer. Lastly, the cities of refuge serve as a reminder of the importance of justice and mercy. God provided a place of refuge for those who accidentally killed someone, ensuring that they received a fair trial and were protected from retaliation. Christians today are called to seek justice and show mercy, just as God did for those who sought refuge in the cities of refuge. In conclusion, Joshua chapter 21 highlights the importance of providing for those who serve God, supporting the work of the church, and seeking justice and mercy. The allocation of cities to the Levites was a reminder of God's provision and the covenant between God and His people. Today, we are called to continue to support those who serve in ministry and seek to live out God's justice and mercy in our daily lives. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video.